Molweni bafundi, igama lam ndinguKholisa Phaphu. Ndinifundisa ukuthetha isiXhosa. You have attended a couple of classes for PCNX 400 Conversational IsiXhosa. So by now I'm confident that you have understood the first sentence that I have said. Can you think of what I've said? Okay. I said, hello students, my name is Kholisa Phaphu. I teach you Conversational IsiXhosa. Remember, kumbula. Remember that in this module, we want to develop your ability to speak IsiXhosa at a conversational level. You are already first language and second language speakers of English. You are already fluent in English. So, we will use your knowledge of the English language as a foundation to learn IsiXhosa. That is why the lessons are presented in two languages. Expressing words and sentences in IsiXhosa is important. And to help you to know what the IsiXhosa words and sentences mean, I use English equivalents of those IsiXhosa words and sentences. I also use color to show what the IsiXhosa word means in English. Sometimes I do not highlight the words in color. That is also deliberate. If I don't highlight the word in IsiXhosa, I will not highlight its equivalent in English too. Always practice reading out loud the IsiXhosa words. This will help you to hear sounds and develop confidence. As we continue with the lesson and you get used to the color coding of IsiXhosa and English words, please do this. As I say the IsiXhosa expression, try to predict what the English expression would be. And remember, there may be more than one way of saying it, but at least try to get one way of saying it. So, in this lesson, we have two documents. This is document 1, and document 1 tells us about the overview of the entire lesson on how to construct sentences in IsiXhosa. And remember, there will be English equivalents of how to construct a sentence as well. Then we also have document number 2. Document number 2 are practical exercises of how you can apply the knowledge of how to construct sentences in IsiXhosa. So, what is a sentence? A sentence is called izivakalisi in IsiXhosa. A sentence is called izivakalisi. So, namhlanje sizofunda ngezivakalisi. Today we are going to learn about sentences. We are going to learn about how to construct sentences. Masiqale apha. If you can see this truck, it's a truck full of sentences. Le truck igcwele ntoni? Igcwele izivakalisi. So, let us start here. Yintoni isivakalisi? What is a sentence? According to the Oxford Online Dictionary, lexicon.com, a sentence is described as a set of words that is complete in itself. So that means a sentence is a set of words that is complete in itself. That means those sets of words must make meaning when they stand by themselves. The second criteria for a sentence is that a sentence typically contains a subject and a predicate. I will explain later what a predicate is. A sentence also conveys a statement, a question, an exclamation, or a command. Lastly, a sentence usually consists of a main clause and sometimes one or more subordinate clauses. So that is how the Oxford Dictionary explains what a sentence is. So now let us talk about the predicate. What is a predicate? So remember, a predicate is part of the sentence or clause that contains a verb and that states something about the subject. Let's make an example. Atifa went to school. That is our sentence. Atifa went to school. So now, what is Atifa? We can already say that Atifa is the subject of the sentence. U-Atifa yinhloko yesivakalisi. A subject is called inhloko yesivakalisi. Okay. Now, what about the part that says went to school? Went to school would be the predicate in this particular example. So, if I wanted to say Atifa went to school in IsiXhosa, how would I say it? I would say, please complete it on your own workbook as well. I would say, U-Atifa uye esikolweni. So, what would be the predicate in IsiXhosa? Uye esikolweni would be the predicate because it contains the verb and some more information about the subject of the sentence. So now we have had an explanation of what a sentence is in general. To summarize, a sentence is a set of words that make meaning when they stand on their own. And those words must communicate something. And they must feel complete standing on their own. So a sentence often contains a subject and a predicate. Sometimes a sentence can contain a subject, a verb, and an object. Okay. Sizisebenzisa njani izivakalisi? How do we use sentences? If we look back to the Oxford explanation again, we will pick up that sentences are used in 4 different ways. First, as statements, as questions, as exclamations, as commands. Those are the 4 ways in which we use sentences. As statements, as questions, as exclamations, and as commands. 4. So, if we switch back to the IsiXhosa language, what would be a statement? A statement is, okay, in IsiXhosa, izivakalisi sisetyenziswa ngokuba sicele ulwazi, state information. Okwesibini, isivakalisi siyakwazi ukuba ngumbuzo. A sentence can be a question. Okwesithathu, isivakalisi siyakwazi ukhuza. A sentence can be an exclamation. Okwesine, isivakalisi siyayalela. A sentence can give a command. 4. So in IsiXhosa we say, isivakalisi siyaxela, siyabuza, siyakhuza, siyayalela. Those are the 4 ways in which we use sentences, both in English and IsiXhosa. So, if you look at this table, document number 1, page 4, you will find the 4 ways in which we use sentences in English and IsiXhosa. And I have given you one sentence which gives an example of a statement. A statement as a sentence as a statement. Then number 2, use the same example to construct a sentence as a question. Number 3, use the same example to construct a sentence as an exclamation. Sentence number 4, use the same example to construct a sentence as a command. So, The sentence that is given as a statement is umntwana ulele. The baby is sleeping. So, as you can see, there are 4 columns. The 4th column is the English expression of the IsiXhosa words on column 3. So a sentence as a statement, here it comes in IsiXhosa, umntwana ulele. In English, that means the baby is sleeping. We are just stating that the baby is sleeping. Umntwana ulele. Full stop. Now, how would you construct a question using the same sentence? Umntwana ulele. So that bit is your task. Enjoy finding out how to rewrite that same statement as a question, umbuzo, as an exclamation, ukukhuza, and as a command, ukuyalela. So let's move on. So how exactly do we construct sentences? Sizakha njani izivakalisi? Zininzi indlela zokufundisa ukwakha izivakalisi. There are many ways and strategies to use when you teach someone about how to construct sentences. In this lesson, we will learn how to construct sentences using 5 different ways. Kwesi isifundo, sizofunda ngokwakha izivakalisi sisebenzisa indlela ezinhlanu. 5 different ways, indlela ezinhlanu. Okokuqala, sizawufunda ukwakha isivakalisi sisebenzisa igama elinye. We will learn how to construct a sentence using only one word. Secondly, we will learn to construct a sentence using 2 words. Sizofunda ukwakha izivakalisi sisebenzisa amagama amabini. Okwesithathu, sizawufunda ukwakha izivakalisi sisebenzisa amagama amathathu. We are going to learn to construct a sentence using 3 words. Fourthly, sizawufunda ukwakha izivakalisi sisebenzisa amagama amane. We are going to learn to construct sentences using 4 words. Lastly, we are going to learn to construct sentences using 5 words and more. Sizofunda ukwakha izivakalisi sisebenzisa amagama amahlanu nangaphezulu. So, this means we will learn how to construct simple sentences using a minimum of 1 word. Simple sentence using a minimum of 1 word. And we are going to learn how to construct complex sentences using 3 words or more. NgesiXhosa, sizofunda ukwakha izivakalisi ezifutshane, short sentences, sisebenzisa igama elinye. Sizophinda sifunde ukwenza izivakalisi sisebenzisa amagama amathathu nangaphezulu. Ezo izivakalisi zizobe zinde, long sentences. So, below we have table number 2. Table number 2 presents ways and strategies of constructing sentences, starting with simple sentences that use 1 word. And that one magic word is a verb. So this is the table that I'm talking about. It presents a summary of what I have just said. The 5 ways we will use to construct sentences using 1 word, 2 words, 3 words, 4 words, and 5 words and more, both in English and IsiXhosa. But for the purpose of today's class, we are going to learn how to construct a sentence using one word and two words only. In our next lesson, we will learn how to construct sentences using 3 words up to 5 words.